Everybody, welcome to our circuit for today. We're going to need a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, a foam roller, and a massage stick. Okay, and we're just gonna roll through these releases, and we're going to start with our plantar fascia. Okay, and so we're going to do each of these for around a minute, and I just want you to follow along with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down so you can feel sort of this area deform in my foot. I'm going to roll from my forefoot towards my heel on the inside of my arch. And then I'm going to roll the outside of my arch back up slowly. So I'm doing like a circle here. And again, I'm just kind of standing on this thing being my foot, doing a circle, and just kind of driving volume in the direction that I want. So I want to make my heel looser. So I'm rolling slowly back towards my heel. And then I'm bringing it back. Moving really slowly. And again, just giving it enough pressure that I can feel the ball deform over my foot just a little bit. Just moving very slowly. I'm almost standing over it so I can get enough pressure that I can really feel this on the kind of over my foot here. And then we're going to switch sides. I'm going to do it sort of front ways so you can see it here. And again, one of the things to focus on here is just a little bit of a knee bend. That little knee bend is going to give you just the pressure that you need. A lot of people do this way too fast. And notice when I give people this drill, or really any foam rolling drill, I want them to move really slow. And I say 10 to 12 rolls. It should take even longer than this. Like, I'm lucky if I get maybe 8 rolls here because I'm moving so slowly. And that's the key, is that we're not just releasing a muscle here, we're actually driving volume towards the heel. Imagine squeezing a toothpaste tube and the toothpaste is going in a direction. We're trying to send that toothpaste towards the heel to make the heel expand. Do it on a little bit of an angle so you can see it a little differently here. Okay, so now we can sit down. We can also do this one in a chair, but I'm going to grab my massage stick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll from the top here to the bottom on the inside of my calf. Okay, so this is a muscle called your flexor digitorum longus. It's also your medial gastroc, but flexor digitorum longus is a toe flexor. So if you find that you have like hammer toes, like you've got these toes are really stiff, this is the muscle that does that. Okay, this muscle connects under your foot. It stiffens your toes. And if your weight is in your forefoot in particular, this muscle is going to be on a lot. So in order to get the weight on the inside of our foot, we've got to make this thing release. We have to encourage it to release. I'm going to show you this way or this side. Then I'm also going to show you a seated version of this as well, where I'm actually sitting in a chair. So we'll do this side this way, but again, very, very slowly. I like a stick a little bit better for this one just because I can move with a little bit more precision. And a roller can get awkward if we use it too much. So I'm going to give you an example of kind of a seated thing here. When I'm seated, I'm going to do the left this way. I'm going to place my foot on block here, and I'm going to go like that. So very slowly. Rolling down this way. You can play around with both. I like the sitting on the ground one a little bit better just because I don't have to like stoop over, but if you have limitations or it's hard to sit on the floor, this is great. This is also a great option. But again, the big thing is the two things. Notice how slowly I'm moving. And also notice that I'm rolling down towards my heel. Okay, we can also add to this by just flexing our foot up as we go down. Okay, that helps to. Okay, so now we're going to work on the other side, this area here. This is called the flexor hallucis longus, which is the big toe flexor. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna roll the outside, and again, I'm gonna dorsiflex my foot, which just looks like this on this one in particular. So we're going like that, and just very slowly. Just taking it, moving slow. So I'm kind of using the roller, pushing into my leg here. Going down slow. Your upper body's going to get a big workout doing this as well. And again, I'm just pressing down and digging in here. Let's do one more. All right. Now I'll show you the seated version for this other side here. So you can see it from another angle. But again, I still want to try to dorsiflex my foot or pull my toes to my nose. And just kind of like use a slight lean forward as I go down. Just kind of letting my body weight slide down. So the roller just kind of pushes in that direction. Again, just moving really slow. This should be about 8 to 12 rolls in total. When in doubt, move slower. And if you do find an area that's, quite stiff in particular, you can just kind of work over that area slowly. Now, in our last area really that we want to focus on would be our soleus generally. So we worked on the deep toe flexors. Now, the soleus kind of sits over those areas. They're kind of like stirrups that go under the foot and grab the toes. Now we want to kind of work on, and you can also use the stick to do this, but I'm going to flex my foot up a little bit. I'm going to bend my knee slightly. And I want to work from sort of my calf down to my Achilles tendon. All right, so I'm using the roller for this side. For the other side, I'm just going to show you use of the stick. I want you to pick the one that works for you. But notice with this, I'm crossing my foots over where the roller is because that's going to just increase the pressure. And that's always fun. Okay, we're going really slow. Just controlling the motion, super, super slow. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So again, I'm going to show you this one with the roller. And in either case, we can also do this seated, but in either case, for this one, I like this position. I'm gonna bend my knee, just kind of lean back on the roller here, and still dorsiflex my foot. And I'm just creating pressure starting behind my knee. I'm just working down towards my Achilles tendon here. Very slow, kind of push in and then just work down. I can breathe in I can breathe in as I go down. So if we want to add an extra layer of breathing to this, inhaling as we move towards the target helps to drive volume in that direction as well. Okay, so it's also something to think about. So now we're going to move to our lower leg. Okay, so we worked on all the stuff connected to our foot. Now we just got a couple more things that are going to be connected to our shin. Okay, we want our tibia to be able to internally rotate once as the foot hits the ground, the foot kind of impacts the ground, pronates, and this internally rotates in response to that. Okay, so we want to work on the structures that do that. Okay, so we're going to start with a tibial IR mobilization for the anterior tibialis. And all that means is that I'm going to work on this area. I'm going to roll from here to here very slowly. Okay, I'm going to roll on the outside of my shin. I'm going to flex my foot up towards the ceiling here. And I'm going to go like this. And again, I'm going to show you this from a couple angles here. But the main thing is my foot is flexed up, kind of in the same way as we were working on before. I'm just moving very slowly up towards my knee. Okay, you might say your body is moving down, but the roller is actually moving up, which is the point. All right, so now I'm just going to turn and face you so you can see what I'm doing here. Hands are on the side of the roller. Again, just pushing back slowly. Get one more angle. And I'm rolling right to the outside of my shin bone. Okay, my shin bone is obviously I'm not working on the bone, but I want to work on the outside and kind of even turn my foot in and flex it up a little bit because this will actually help to turn this bone in. So again, moving really slow at this. Notice my knee, my non-working knee is just on the ground to support me. It's going slow, controlling it. About 15 seconds. All right, then we're just gonna finish with our calf muscle here, okay? And we're gonna work on really as I roll up, I'm gonna focus a little bit more weight on this outside area, okay? And then I'm gonna roll down this inside area, okay? And I'm gonna show you this first on this side where we use the roller. So what this looks like is rolling up on the outside. You can see my foot's kind of turned out a little bit and kind of back on the inside. Up on the inside, back and back down on the outside. All right, in just a second, I'm going to show you with a stick. So with a stick, kind of the same idea. I can assume a similar position to what I did while rolling down. I just roll the outside up and the inside down. So outside up very slowly, inside down very slowly. Controlling it, moving slow. All right, and you're all done. See you in the next video.